All right, aspirants, welcome. Today, we're going to break down a super important topic for your exams, the government's brand new mission to make India self-reliant in pulses. This is a really high-yield topic, so let's jump right in.
So, let's kick things off with a question that's a bit of a puzzle. I call it India's pulse paradox. Get this. We are the world's biggest producer and the biggest consumer of pulses, yet we're still importing dal. How does that even make sense?
Well, here's the deal. The core of this paradox is a pretty big jump in our pulse imports. We're talking about a 15 to 20% increase. And the reason is actually quite simple. Our country's appetite for dal has grown like crazy, but our own production just hasn't been able to keep up. And what you've got here is a classic case of the demand-supply gap, right? On one hand, you have rising incomes, which means more people are eating protein-rich pulses, so demand is shooting up. But on the other hand,
our production has kind of been stuck in neutral. That's the gap that imports have been filling, and it's the exact problem this new mission is designed to fix.
Okay, so here's our game plan for today. We're going to dig into that pulse paradox, check out the mission's blueprint, break down its four main pillars, look at the targets and timelines, and then wrap it all up with a quick revision slide, perfect for your notes. So, what is the government's answer to this challenge? Well, it's a big, comprehensive, new initiative. Let's get into its core components. First things first, let's follow the money, because the government is putting some serious cash behind this. We're talking a total financial outlay of 11,440 crore rupees. Yep, that's a number you're going to want to remember for your exam. The name of the mission itself gives you a huge clue about its goal, Atmanirbharta. It's a Hindi term that means self-reliance or self-sufficiency. So the whole mission is about one thing: breaking our dependence on imported pulses. And this isn't some quick fix, you know. You've got to pay attention to the timeline here. It's a focused 6-year mission running from the financial year 2025-26 all the way to 2030-31. So how exactly are they going to pull this off? Well, the whole strategy rests on four main pillars. Think of them as the four legs of a table. Let's break them down, one by one. Pillar number one is all about the very start of the process, the seeds. I mean, you can't grow good crops without good seeds, right? To fix the problem of fake or bad quality seeds, they're using technology. And here's a key piece of jargon you absolutely need to know: the SAFI portal. That stands for Seed Authentication, Traceability, and Holistic Inventory. It's basically a digital platform to make sure farmers get real, high-quality seeds. But it's not just about tech. To really get this moving on the ground, the government is also going to distribute 88 lakh. That's 8.8 million free seed kits. So you see the two-part strategy: use tech to guarantee quality and give out free kits to encourage farmers to actually use the good stuff. Okay, pillar number two is all about land, basically planting more pulses. The goal is to bring an extra 35 lakh hectares under cultivation. But here's the really smart part. They're targeting what are called rice fallow lands. Those are fields that are usually just left empty after the rice is harvested. So it's a super efficient way to use land. Now, for pillar number three, which tackles a huge problem in Indian agriculture. What happens after the harvest? The plan is to build 1,000 new post-harvest processing units. And this is a game changer because it means less waste and, you guessed it, more money in the farmer's pocket. And now for the fourth pillar. And listen up, because this one might just be the most important of them all. We're talking about assured procurement. The government is basically saying, hey farmers, you grow these specific pulses, and we promise to buy 100% of your crop at a good price. This whole thing happens under the PM AASHE scheme, and agencies like NAFED and NCCF will handle the buying. For farmers, this is a huge safety net. Okay, so this is super important for your exam, and I've got a little trick to help you remember which pulses get that 100% guarantee. Just remember this: the government is buying from TUM. That's T for Tor, U for Orad, and M for Masur. Easy, right? TUM. Lock that in. All right, we've got the strategy. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty, the actual targets. What does success look like by 2031? Let's check out the numbers. And wow, this chart really shows you just how ambitious this mission is. The target is to crank up our national pulse production to a massive 350 lakh tons by 2031. That is a huge, huge jump from where we are now. So for your notes, this table breaks it down perfectly. 3 key goals by 2030-31. Get the area up to 310 lakh hectares, hit that big production number of 350 lakh tons, and, this is important, really boost the average yield to 1130 kilograms per hectare.
But, this isn't just about abstract numbers and targets. It's about people. We're talking about an estimated 2 crore farmers who are going to see a direct benefit from this whole mission through better income and more support. Okay, deep breath. We've covered a lot. So now let's pull it all together. This next slide is your ultimate cheat sheet for last-minute revision. Everything you need to know, all in one place.
So let's do a rapid-fire review. The mission, Atmanirbharta Impulses, running from 2025-26 to 2030-31. The budget, a whopping 11,440 crore rupees. The big production target, 350 lakh tons. Key jargon, Sati for seeds, PM Asha for buying the crops. Who's doing the buying? NAFED and NCCF. And our little memory trick, TUM, Tur, Urid, Masor, for that 100% procurement guarantee. Plus, don't forget the 88 lakh seed kits and 1,000 processing units. Got it? Good.
So we'll leave you with a final thought, something to really chew on for your mains. This mission is a huge, well-thought-out plan, no doubt about it. But with challenges like climate change messing with our weather and our population's demand for protein only going up, is this going to be enough? Will this mission alone secure India's food future for the long haul? That's the big question.